What time is it? Oh, 20 to 9. Might be a bit, I don't know if I'm a bit late or a bit early or what. But I've already seen his. Let's see if I get any on. I'll tell you what, I'm looking more like a travelling man day by day. Is that what you want? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, don't you? A travelling man. Yeah. Is that what you want? What do you want? Right, we've got some in. Hands up if you're a bricklayer, Duck. Just me then. There's only one bricklayer in this house. Skater Guy 52, just so we know who Changi's allowed to speak to. He's put, all right, boys, hands up if you're bricklayers, just so we know who Changi's allowed to speak to. Why? What does that mean? If you're not a. Why? What? Because of Sean? Oh yeah. If you're a bricklayer, I'm not allowed to talk to you. Sean says. Oh, funny. Hey up, Chang. Tax include. Hey up, Chang. Tax return. You including grants. I didn't get any grants. I was employed. I was managing Monta. So as of February last year, I went self-employed again. I only managed to book in 1 month. So I got about 800 quid back for that on my tax because I put a van through and a load of tools and whatever. This year, I've got a full year in. I haven't done my tax return yet, but what did I work? I've worked June, when have I worked? July, no, June, end of June until now. 3 weeks off at Christmas, didn't we? 2 weeks over the break and then a week of cold. So I'm not sure. I'll have to sort it all out by the end. It's under the tax bracket, and I know that. Jay Fellows, what you pay your hod carrier? We don't have a hod carrier, and we pay the hod carriers based on experience. We're after a hod carrier. I have actually rang my mate today. I'm not going to mention his name because he hasn't got to me. He hasn't got back to me. But I would like. He's a mate I've had for God half my life, and I do want to. I want him with us, just so I can help him lose a bit of weight. I'm not only kidding. He'll fucking kill me. I've only got 23 people on. If 23 people on, all give me a thumbs up on my channel on this. I've heard it helps. More people tune in. I think it'll give them. Somebody said something about it, Doc. Don't look at me like that. Baby girl, what's wrong with you? I heard it helps. So more people watch. Stephen O'Leary watching from Dublin. All right, pal. Make more conversation with me so I can answer your questions. I've had. All right, Bob. Thank you. Anthony White. A up Changi. A up Ant. All right. It's not Ant White who used to work for Caxton's, is it? Sam McCade. Sean the other day, little lad came in. Mum, I've pissed myself. Had me dying. It was his daughter. He's got 2 daughters. I'm sure he don't mind me telling you. Yeah, 3 o'clock in the morning, she pissed her bed. I said to Sean, I said, I bet you blamed it on her and it was you. Because he was saying 3 a.m. I get up. I've got work in the morning. Skater Guy, how's the garden coming on? Right, I haven't been in the back garden today. I've been in the front. I'm doing a double drive at the front. Well, double drive, it's the whole width of the house. I've just took it all out. I took 80 ton off and I've just put I've just put 40 ton of stone back in. So I've probably got about 10 ton left to level out. And I tell you what I was after today. I was after a compactor, a whacker plate. But I want a big one. I did see one, but it was in Nottingham. A 400, what was it? GX 120 Bell. 400 quid. They're £1,000. They're over £1,000 new. So I was like, right, I'll have that. 400 quid. Messaged him. No go. It was already been sold. So I'm keeping me out. If any of you boys have got a whacker plate for sale, let me know. As long as you're not too far away, I'll travel about 50 miles. But yeah, today I've still got my high vis on because I've been out in the garden all day in the front yard, digging it by hand, shoveling it. Only because I've had a Watsington 3 times. No, twice. I've had a digger in twice, haven't I? I'm not paying for another one. So hard graft today. That's easy. Digging. There's no thinking in digging, is there? We're not digging, shoveling. The fucking hell, Brickies will be part of the clergy soon. No fucker drink on the weekend now. Mate, I've had 2 bottles of beer, I'll have you know, Peroni. And I downed them. They took me about 30 minutes each. But I've got no... What ale have we got in the house? Jack Daniels. We've got no Coke, have we? I've drank everything. Last time Sean came over. Before lockdown. Last time Sean came over before lockdown. Duck, I'm basically holding his dick for him in the toilets. I can get close to him, you know. I'm with him every day. So last time I did drink quite a lot. What did I get through? I was crawling on the floor. I didn't remember anything, and he was only here like how long was he here? 2 hours? Couple of hours. I woke up. I don't remember shit. I was leathered. Went through gin, cracked open the Jack Daniels. We drank everything. All the stuff that we had in for Christmas, I drank it. All the nice stuff that we'd had for Christmas, my lady had for Christmas, that she can't drink because she's still breastfeeding. I smashed it all in. So, rule of thumb is, in our house, if you don't drink it or eat it, I will. If I didn't work, I'd be fat as fuck. WL Toys RC, whereabouts you work? I'm working in Stoke-on-Trent, Burslem. St. Modwin's job. Jay Carter, you any good at stonework or do you prefer to stick to brick? I just do brickwork. I have done some stonework, but not a lot. There's not where I live. You have to go a bit further into the countryside to get stonework jobs, and they don't particularly build a lot of builds around our end in stone. Cost too much, wouldn't they? They're not getting big stone houses around our end, is they? Or they're just one-offs. Or you have to do a lot of private work, pick up that kind of work. Buzzlad 007. Do you use Blake's profiles? No, I don't. I'll tell you for why. They're heavy. There's too many bits to them. And I just don't see the point of carrying all that shit around with you. I just like a bit of box section. That'll do me. Them Grayson profiles I use the best. Charlie Smith. Whacker for a whopper. That's what he's put. You must think I'm a whopper. What can I do with Charlie Smith? Hide user on this channel. There you go. Hire a road roller. I have been looking at road rollers. I looked on Juicing earlier, and I think they were like £200 for the day. But the bloke who I normally use Easy Tool Hire. I'm gonna see if he's got one for me. I know he's got a normal whacker that I could hire, but I was thinking of buying one. using it because I've got the front for do, the back, up where I'm having fake AstroTurf, and then when I do paving on the front, I'm going to need the whacker again. So I was thinking about buying one and then just selling it and making a bit of money off it. Buzzlard 007, where do you live then? I'll come and borrow that whacker if you fuel it up for me as well. Yeah, says I can borrow his whacker place. No, I'll fuel it up. If you're good enough to borrow it me, I'll fuel it up. Bob the Bricky, I had whack 25 years ago, but she could haunt a house now. I'm with you. Are you with me, Ken? Riley Tompkinson, you from Stoke, mate? Yes, I am. Sam McCade, there was a car crash in Stoke today, and one guy got out of the car and tried to stab the other guy with a Rambo knife. You heard about that? And my missus does read the tabloids 24/7. And I ain't heard that. The mush, let the mush show you a proper labourer for a day on a Saturday. The site's not open on a Saturday. Sam McCade has been all over Facebook. Has there? What's it say? Whereabouts in Stoke was it? Really? That's ridiculous. Shout out for all the Forky drivers. Frankie Fransman. Riley Tompkinson. Nice, mate. I'm from Bowl Green. Bricky currently working for Dutchy in Crewe. Clive Hyde. Whacker's no good for a big area, really. You need the oomph. I know. I think the whackers I was looking at, not a little one, the next one up, I think they only do about 18 kilonewtons, something like that. It's probably not really enough. And I've put a lot of stone in as well. I bet there's a good 250, 300 mil of stone easily, maybe more. At least. I haven't really. Has anyone been watching Charlie's live just? I know I did. They're having a little tiff, him and Liam. I don't know what it is. People ask you about old employees and then you start telling them about them and then they want to slate you for it. But I would never do that. Again. I've learned from last time. People don't like it. People see their horses, don't they? What happened with him and Liam? I only watched the first half. Apparently, he was rude to Amy. Obviously, doesn't like being told by a woman. So he was. There's obviously more, but Charlie must have clocked onto it and didn't like it. And then he was starting going on about other things, and Amy told him to shut up. Basically, in the background, you could see it, and then the feed went dead. Riley Tompkinson, what Lynch supervisor you got on? We haven't. We got contracts. We got Joel on. Joel's contracts manager, but no supervisor on our site. He just turns up once or twice a week. Comes on and goes off. I've been. Hey up, Changi, where do you get those Dory corner blocks from? BT. But you'll struggle get anything from there at the minute. It's a pain in the arse. I can't even get anything, and they gave me a load of free stuff. But I can't get anything from there. This everything decent is sold out. What's the Buzzlad 007 My Whackers in Stafford? I'll take you up on it probably tomorrow. Message me on me. I'll drive Stafford in a 4 because I can't get one tomorrow. Or else if I could get one today, I'd get one, but I can't. So if you message me on my Facebook or on Instagram, Child Brickwork, if you're serious, I'll come and get it off you. And I will definitely give it you back. I'm not going to nick it. Riley Tompkinson, what you reckon to Joel then? We were never a fan, haha. He just comes and sits in his motor, then fucks off. Listen, if there's nothing to do on site and there's no one to see, then as a contracts manager, I'd just have a look on site, see if everything's running smooth. If it is, then I'd go. But if there's things to sort out, obviously you've got to sort them out. I've seen him earlier actually washing his car. He's washed both his motors earlier. He's all right. I've known him since I was young. And I asked for a few things to be done this week by the scaffolder. Got told no. I needed an adaptation around the gable on the first plot that we were doing. I got told no, you can't have it. We can't do it. Told Joel. Joel asked me to build it, so I couldn't build it. Where do you want me to stand? He asked the site manager, and what do you know? Next morning, we had somewhere for work. They put us on it. So he's got a lot more clout than me. I'm just a lowly bricklayer on there. I can't get shit. I've been arguing all week about scaffolds, about the lift heights. It's been a nightmare. I shouldn't be the one arguing about it, but I am. About the why is that on for review? You're not going to wear those shorts to work again, are you? I'm wearing them shorts now. I've got 2 pairs. When I rocked up on site, I wish I'd have got Sean's reaction because he shouted down the street. He went, no, I am not working with you if you've got them on. Get them off. But I've paid for them, so I'm wearing them on. I'm bothered if I do look like a lesbian. Bradley Mann, your brother did a cracking job of my new trowel handle. Yeah, good. I'm glad. Mine's brilliant. Can't fault it. Absolutely brilliant. Did you have an oak one, or was yours the iRocco? It feels like the trowel's a lot lighter with them handles. Jack Irving, mate, sounds like you've had a sharp week. Lol. To be fair, I haven't done the count yet, and I don't know what we've earned. I'm not sure. I know we've had an all right week, but not a good week. Not like a big week money. I know we haven't had a big week because we keep getting bounced. Like we went on, we did a 3rd lift. Well, the rest of a 3rd lift on 2 plots, and then you have to put the block work up to 9 inside, and the party walls. So it's climbing in and out. That's a pain in the arse. Then we closed that up. We went over to the next pair, started pulling the 3rd lift on there, and then we get bounced again saying, can you go onto that one? Because we've got trusses going on, and we want that gable 4th lift going in. It's too low. I've only managed to get up a course above lintel, and usually I like 4 courses above lintel, and we didn't put the lintel on the gable. So it's like moving it, and then we went back Friday night again. What a pain in the arse. So every time you're moving, you're losing between 50 and £100 of what you could have been making every time. So 3 or 4 moves, you're 400 quid down in your week. And it really does show. Riley Thompson looking after you boys then. We always get looked after. But like I say, I need to keep my mouth shut on site now because I'm just riling people up. By all my right, I should be. It's only because I don't want to be working on my knees or working with a 4-foot drop or stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? I want the best working conditions I can have. And if I have to moan for it at the start, so I don't end up building about 50 plots, arse to front, arse to face. What's the saying? Arse about face. Then that's what I'll try and do. Lynch 73. All right, Changi and Sean, keep up the good vids, boys. Had a good week this week. English bond, 2-1 on a commercial unit. Booked in well. What was your measure? English bond, and what you gain over? Extra over on the English bond. Let us know. I always like to know what everyone's prices are for something that's something a bit different other than stretcher. I always say, like, if you do anything, you want at least a 30% uplift for anything other than stretcher, at least. An English bond, I see it as like every half that you put in, I want to charge as a brick, a full brick, by rights. Instead of half again, I want double. The answer, you looked at the mag pads to make trowel mates out of. Your bro could make them. You know what? He was looking at making them, and I said to him, I said, Scott, by the time you've bought the materials and spent your time making them, people don't want to pay that money for them. It's the time, it's the labor. That's what costs the most. People like his trowels. I think he sells his trowel handles for, I don't know, I think they were up to 30 quid or something like that for a trowel handle. But it's the time that, I mean, the materials he uses are expensive anyway, oak or whatever he's making them for. But then it's time to make them. I mean, how much do you lads work pro rata on an hour? It's more than he's charging for these trowel handles. I know that. But to make one of those trowel mates, I said to him, I said, it's not viable. You'll end up working bloody just over minimum wage for what people want to buy them for. David Corrin, thanks. Just watch your video, Jacko, a video of your buck boots. How are you finding them? Worth the cash? Worth every penny. They're brilliant. They're dead warm. Brilliant for winter. I mean, mine now, hopefully, won't have to come out again for a while. Because I'm on the scaffolds. I haven't got any fresh plots kicking off for a few weeks, I doubt. They have actually got another one ready for us. Is this loud enough? Oh, that's it. Okay. But yeah, they're good. Get a set. There's loads of lads on this site we're on now. They've all got sets. Bob, arse, Fay Albo. Scottish, aren't you? I think. Duck, it's red hot in here now. I'm sweating. It's all right. We've got the fire on. The fire's on. Dog's collapsed in front of it. And the eating's on as well, isn't it? The eating's on for upstairs, but this radiator behind me is massive. We can go to bed now if we're on a promise, Doc. We're not on no promise now. I've just ordered some new boots, and I'll show you what they are. Because on these third lists that we're doing, we're doing a ton of walking. The bays are that far, like the bays up the far corner, and we're having to come right back. So the boots I've got, oh God, my feet have been killing all week. Just not comfortable. So I bought some trainer boots. I don't rate trainer boots, but I've bought a pair just for the comfort. If they just last me, if they last me a couple of months, they were 25 quid, 15 quid knocked off. Show you what I've bought. Screwfix. I can't even remember what. I think they're only Sight ones. You know the brand Sight. They're them ones. I'll show you now. Right, what else have we got while that's loading up? Skater guy still laughing about Sean's blindfolded cow milking with Jimmy Savile. He's funny, isn't he? Good boots. Probably Ricky, yes. Sean is the best cow milker in Stoke, I'm telling you. Chang, how come you don't have to turn your trays up over vents, mates? Right, I'll tell you for why. We started the job, this one up here. I'll tell you a couple of things our building inspector isn't too arsed about. We started the job, and Glenchies have been building another job where they haven't had to turn the trays up, and you can just knock the muck off the trays because there's no gas membrane. Well, obviously, if there was a gas membrane, there'd be a tray all the way around, so it wouldn't make any odds, would it? But they've been doing it on that site. So on this site, we started turning the trays up on the first plots, and then Joel came and said that we don't have to. So I'm like, all right, then fine. So we didn't, but the other gang carried on turning up their trays. Inspector, they've had a word with the inspector, and the inspector says that they don't need to turn them up. So happy days, but he does want them wider. He wants them 600 wide. So it's only 3 brick in it. That'll do. Easier for us. Right, where are these boots? Orders. How do I look at my orders? Give us a thumbs up in this live stream if you're liking the live stream. I need some more questions coming in so I can speak to you all. I'm not great at having a conversation with myself. And do you see what I was waiting for? She's not even looking at me. She's looking at her phone. I was looking at you, waiting for that. I knew it. You can't help yourself, can you, Duck? She's the same when you're on the phone. I wouldn't do that to her on the phone. Bradley, man, I bought them to start trainers the other day. Really comfortable. That's what I'm going for. Sam McCade, how much you pay for the dog? £1,000. But how old is he now? 18-month old. Is he nearly? It's not nearly. He is nearly 2. Yeah, end of July. He's nearly 2. Christ. We better give him a birthday cake. He does like yogurt. We'll give him a yogurt one. Put a picture of a little doggy in it. Need to be logged in to see a purchase. Right, okay. Ian Charlton. Order history. Here we go. John Buist, you like Sean's new trowel? I tell you what I do like. I like it's the weight of it's dead small. I don't like that the angle. It always the length because it's long. It's thin, but it looks long. I don't know. Just feels weird. I'm not into it. I'm not having that. He says it's great. I'll say it's shit. Look into my eyes. Sign in. He says it's brilliant, but he likes his other W Rose. I don't like that. He wants chucking off the scaffold. Why have I got set a new password? God's sake. What's that about? Sound, that'll do me as well. Anything for an easier life. Jameson Brickwork. Yeah. You're better off asking your inspector if they'll allow it before you start, and that's the way to go. And another thing that's been doing me head in, on my trays, people have been saying you need to go 150 past your lintels, you need to go 300 mil past your lintels. Everyone's got a different opinion on how far past your lintels your trays have got to be. Now, in the comments, you tell me how far past your lintel you think or you know that you should go with your trays. And let's see how many different comments there are on here. And I'll tell you exactly what what the building inspector has said in our area that he wants them past the lintels. Neil Smart 150. And are you always doing 150 because that's what you think, or you're doing 150 because your subbies told you to do 150, or your inspectors have told you 150? And what area are you from? Tom McCade, it will cost you £4 now with lockdown. It's ridiculous. Oh, the dog, yeah. How much are these? How much are dogs going for? £3. Was it £3? Because we were looking for another dog, and there was no way I was going to pay £3 for a dog. Well, not when I bought. He's KC registered. There was no way. Not paying 3 times what I paid for him, and he's big for his breed. He's the best doggy ever, aren't you? He's flat out. A Funky Fresh 128 message retracted. I never see these messages. What are they? Don't retract your message. Unless it was that bad. Nathan Everall, did you make your own spot stands? Yes, we did. And they didn't cost a lot. But I've been on that Bricky Bits on Facebook for Luke, because his stands are cheap. I think they're about 25 quid for a stand. If anyone knows Bricky Bits, who they are, I'm after some of his stands. I think they're going to be decent. If I get 10 of them, 250 quid, I'll be happy with that. They'll last, won't they? I mean, our wooden ones, I've had them. God, how long have I had my wooden stands now? Made them months ago, didn't I? Made them first lockdown. I made them just after that. The only bits about them, they're still working. But if you want something that's going to last years, then it's not going to be. It's not viable. Sam McCade, easy to sleep in your work clothes. Don't have to get changed in the morning then. I fell asleep on settee last night. But I got no. To be fair, I think I should sleep in my boots as well. Don't you, Duck? Yeah. You want me digging through the night? Fucking hell. I'm not digging through the night. That she'd have me working 24/7, all day, every week. Yeah, till the job is complete. This job ain't complete. But once this house is finished, it's getting on that market, isn't it? I want rid, because I can't stand here next door, and I don't like the house owner on the other side. And if you know him, don't tell him I said that. No, I'm only kidding. They both know already. I've had a blazing round with him on the phone this week, because he's been up taking pictures of my boundary in the drive, taking pictures when my lady's in. And the one on the other side, she just slams the door when she sees us. Connor, where do you buy your Charles from, mate? Right. the best place to get your trowels from, that I find that the place we go is Speedcrete in Stafford. They've only got 3 depots, but they've got tons of stuff. They've got crit levels in there and everything. They've got tons of kit. But you have to ring the bell on the outside. You can't go in and look at the stuff until the lockdown's over. But they will bring, if you ask them, oh, bring me this size trowel, this make, brand, they'll bring it out for you. And loads of different ones, because you get the trowels. Don't just buy a trowel off the internet. You want to feel it. They all feel different, even though they're all made the same. You do get ones with, turn that off now, Duck. Do you want Liv? I'm telling you now, baby girl, you will not be living. Right, let me just get myself composed again. I nearly flipped. Oh, God. Anyway, I was on about Speedcrete, yeah. You ask them for anything. The thickness is the trolls. Sean bought that other one, the Wide Eel London, and he felt 5 different ones, and the one he bought was the one with the thickest steel, and it was way different to all the others. So you're better off go and feel a few of them, see which one's the nicest. Even the Tyzac one that I use, Sean bought the same one, feels completely different to mine. Mine feels better, obviously, because it's been in the hands of a real bricklayer, a real rough bricklayer. Sean is very neat, and every time I walk past his work, I do compliment him on it. Say, Sean, you've done a fantastic job. Neil Smart 150, Bradley Man 150, Connor 150, but I'd inspector say all sorts, 300 mil, even 25 mil. Funky Fresh 200 mil, Stoke-on-Trent. Jameson Brickwork 150 passed by one inspector, same area, then told us as long as the tray is passed, no measurements. Well, that is exactly what we've been told on this job by one inspector. I asked him and said about tuning up trays, all that kind of stuff. What do you prefer? So as I know for next time. And he says, as long as that lintel's covered, I'm not bothered. He don't care how far it goes past. So for me, that's good enough for me. I think the lintel is going past the window 150 anyway, when they order in the right size. And as long as I'll just try to get to the next full brick past the lintel, and that's it. Well, I will get to the next full brick for turning it up. And I'm happy with that. I think that's adequate, in my professional bricklaying opinion. Or else, why bother? You may as well just, like on commercial builds, you wrap it to every floor anyway. There's another tray that goes straight round. So maybe one day they will do houses the same. You'll have a tray at bottom, tray on the first floor. I don't know why they don't actually. Sam McCabe, he said, do you work in your work clothes? Yes, but I don't chuck mud and dirt all over myself. Is that what you're trying to say? I don't know what you're saying, Sam. I mean sleep. Robert Upton, oatcakes. What, do I like oatcakes? It's just, that's all he put, Doc, oatcakes. Yeah, it's oatcakes. Stoke-on-Trent oatcakes. But we don't have much in this house, do we? Because you only like High Lane, don't you? There's one place she likes, High Lane or nothing. Would you eat any other oatcake? Not even Povey's? Povey's oatcakes down Biddulph. The ones they stock in the supermarkets? No, only High Lane. So Robert Upton, to the question, oatcakes, yes for High Lane, no for anywhere else. Skater Guy, your stands are decent. I made a couple of them for my brother-in-law for the plastering. Like I said before, I've got that video still on, but the best one, 2x2, But you don't want a butt joint. So we've done one out of batten with a threaded rod through the middle. That's Mark 1. Mark 2 was a bolt, 2x2, but a butt joint on the ends. Now I'm going to make, if I don't get any steel ones, we're going to make a Mark 3, and I'm going to do the uprights with a lap joint like you would with a wall plate. So I can send a screw in that way instead of through the end and into the leg. You're getting me? You're getting me like that. So that's your leg, that's your cross piece, and then you send a screw in through there to pick up your leg. Now I want to lap it over with a lap joint and then screw in through there to make it sturdier. I think that will be the job with my expert joinery experience, carpentry, cabinet making. Clive Hyde, once you're past your lintel, if you're folding your damp up, but nearest purple, do. Yes, the bricky bit stands are the kiddie. Thumbs up. If you like mortar stands and you use them, give us a thumbs up. Let's see it. Let's see who's using these. Make comments. Are you boys all using mortar stands now? Or are some of you still stuck in the dark ages with 2 blocks? If you're using blocks, just tell me you're using 4 blocks under each spot. Or can't Yardy be asked to put 4 out? Because I know the gang I was in before, he did not like putting 4 blocks out for me. And I used to always grab an extra 2. Because I do not like bending down. My back is great. I don't ever have I don't come in with the lower back. You know my lower back. I don't ever moan about my lower back, do I? It's my upper. But that's because I come off a bike and dislocated my collarbone, and it's still dislocated now. Isn't it, Duck? 3 days in hospital for a push bike accident. Are you with me, Ken? Mark O'Brien, when are you getting your new apprentice? He's not my apprentice. Let's put the record straight. He's Lench's apprentice. He works for Lench. He will be coming to work on the same site as us, with us. Sean is going to be his supervisor, not me. I was the last one supervisor. I'm staying out of this. I'm not a people person, no. As you all know, I don't really get on with, people. I get on with people who know what they're doing. That's who I get on with. And there isn't many of them about. That's why me and Sean get on so well. Have you tried getting yours stands made? I haven't. And to be fair, I should go and see a fabricator. I know someone, but I don't know where he's working. I don't know if Craig, a lad who used to work at C2 Construction, he was a good fabricator. He was funny. But if I could get hold of him, I'd get him make me some. I haven't got a welder, else I'd weld my own up. Just a bit of stick. Be alright, won't it? Drilling a hole, bolt through the middle, dead easy. Well, I just haven't got a welder. I know someone said they borrowed me one, but I got nowhere to make it. Not till I got my workshop done. Terry there, if you're gonna get spot board stands, get equal amounts of 500mm and 750mm. Why is that, mate? So you get a 1250 on top. I don't know. You're not gonna swap them out as you get higher, are you? Are you? You tell me why you're gonna get equal amounts. I'd only go for the 750s. Skater Guy 52, you know you have to inform the buyers of disputes with your neighbours now. You move into a house next to a cunt, then you have to probably take a hit on the sale price because of them. I will not be informing anyone of disputes because I'm the problem. not them or him. I'm the problem. I'm the one doing the work to the house. So once I move out, there won't be an issue because nobody will be doing any work. Because like most of the people in your street where you live don't do any work to their houses. And that's the problem. That's why people get pissed off because they don't like you doing stuff to yours.
Once it's done and it looks nice, they'll be happy.
Yeah. Scared to go out bed, take a hit out on them. Nah, I'm not even bothered. If they spoke to me, I think I've said I'm going to ruin them with niceness. Didn't we earlier? We killed them with kindness. Just to look at me and go, "Are you all right, dear? Hello? Would you like a cup of tea?" Bob the Bricky, neighbours are all. End of story. One was my dinner lady.
It's fancy.
Yeah, well, I've got to put fencing up soon, and I'm gonna put it as high as I can. Lynch 73 down in Kent, Changi 770 1,000 on the English bond. 170 meters this week with 2 late starts because of the rain. Shall I do some quick maths? 170 meters, aka the calculator. So 170 times 58.2 because that's what you get in a meter. How big's your gang? That's quite a decent haul of brick. Plus you're getting times 0.77 equals 7.5 grand. How big's your gang? 770,000 English pound, 170 meters this week. With 2 late starts because of the rain. Seriously? How big's your gang, Lynch? Because that is fantastic, depending on obviously the size of your gang. Funky Fresh, what's your opinion on Eastwing tools and footprint? My brick hammer is Eastwing. I like Eastwing. I had a normal Eastwing hammer once and it snapped in half, which I've heard if you've complained to Eastwing, they'll just send you a new one out. I don't like the new shape Eastwing hammers. Sean's got one. I don't like it. I've got an old one. His Eastwing hammer's about that long. Mine's about that long. But I wouldn't buy any Eastwing hammer. I'd go for something else. I've heard Baco are good. I'd give them a try. Footprint. I think the lump hammers are a bit. I think the grip's a bit thick on them. I don't know. But they do good steel for pins and stuff like that. Footprint. I've got a couple of footprint pins. Footprint bolster chisels as well. I've got 2 of them. So yeah, good. I wish they'd send me some free stuff out to sample. Bradley Man. Oh, Sam McCabe. No, that lad just retracted his comment. Said, "Do you work in your work clothes?" I didn't even get what that means. I must be stupid or something. What are you laughing at? Feels like a Dalmatian dog. We got them stands from Bricky Bits. Bought 4, really good. Just ordered another 4. I've been on the website, just says sold out. Or do you have to ring him up? I might give him a call. His number's on there. They used to put the tray all the way around first floor joist lift down our way. John Buist, your agent's happy you are not using still saw and using your new all-style chop cutter now. Luke's the business. To be fair, I don't know what the other lads are using to cut theirs. In fact, I've seen them using a block saw, just a hand block saw, and how long that takes. I mean, I used to use them as well. They're about just over a 10 or 10, 13 quid, something like that off Amazon. But constant back and forward. It cuts fast enough, but you got the extra dust. And loads of cuts, you know, take it out on your shoulder, won't it? That this is just a pop, well, screw, pop, brilliant, and you get way less waste than anything else. They're just perfect every time, more or less. But the agents aren't happy with me this week anyway because I've been in the office moaning. So if I keep my head down, I was on good terms when I started. All right, Chang, sound, yeah, sound. Now it's like you can see the agents like swerving me and going to the other brickies, talking, and then coming back but swerving me again, just like not even looking up to make eye contact. Because I did go in the office and I like ranting for about half an hour on my dinner, and I missed all my dinner time through it. And that's when I said I'm not doing that again. Fucking had enough of it. It's not even my job to be doing it. So everything, all my thoughts now will go straight through the contracts manager, and I'll leave it to him to have fallouts and arguments. It's not my place. But I get sucked in, shall we say, because I can be a right arsehole. The Asa, what's wrong with your knee? You haven't said before. Sam McCabe, my lower back has been hurting since primary school, sitting on the floor in assembly. Put a claim in. What we're going to do? What film? Will you find me a film and then you find that film and then we'll go up. Plus, I want a bowl of Rice Krispies before I go to bed. Do you want to say that, baby girl? No, I'm gutted. What time is it now? 9:30. 10 more minutes. 5 more minutes? Which one? 10 or 5? 10 more minutes. I've been given the green light. But I tell you what, if we don't get any decent comments coming in, questions, then we'll make it 5 minutes. Okay? Can you do me a brew before? No, you can't, can you? She's asleep. 6 or 8 blocks under your spot boards. You try moving them all. I'm not going to do that. Bricky 1000. I got a local fabricator to knock me 8 mortar stands up, 17 quid. It's brilliant. It's just finding someone, isn't it? 500 KTM Moto, 500 mils stands, excellent. Charlie Schwan. How do you know Sean? And that is not how you spell Sean. He keeps getting wound up. It is SHORN. No, but that's how I told him I'm spelling it from now on. Sean, like the horn. I've known him since high school. He was a year below me in high school. And he was good looking then, and he's good looking now. Duck, don't get jealous. I'm only with him for 10 hours a day. You know what I mean? You get me good time.
What, 2 hours?
You get 3. You get 3 hours plus benefits.
What benefits?
You got new furniture in here, Duck? Benefits. Got a new drive on its way out there, Duck? Yeah? Benefits. You get the benefits. I don't do any of this for Sean, do I? Those stands are great. Saves my hips and backs. How's your back and hips, Changi? Sound as a pound. Yeah, not my upper back. That isn't through Brick Lane, is it? Yeah, she does stand on my back for crack it, but I like that. Now I haven't got a little Chinese girl to do it. I've got a half Jamaican girl to do it, but I don't have to pay you for this, do I?
Yeah,
Furniture and a drive, yeah. Was people using the spot stands before Charlie C open our eyes? And I will answer honestly, no, I was not. But before that, I was doing management. So as soon as I come back on site, I was straight on it. Don't you ever take off that high vis? No. Why would I do that? I need to be seen at all times and not heard. Why would the neighbours complain about you making the street look better? Because I don't run anything past them and I do exactly what I want without asking. Oh, last year I ripped the hedges out without asking, but they're in my garden. But the next door neighbours seemed to think that she'd taken all her hedgerow out her side, but she still wanted a boundary there, which was in my side of the house. So I went out, started cutting them down, and she said, "What are you doing?" So cutting my edges down. She said, "But what about the boundary?" I went, "What about it? You've cut yours down." So that's just snowballed from there. And the other side, well, I did the same at the front. There was edges down his side, but they're on my property. Yeah, he wants me to build a wall. And I said, "Give me half the money for the wall then." And he said, "Oh no, it's your boundary." I said, "So shut up then. What are you talking about?" Yeah. So I said, "I'm going to stick a fence." And he says, "They're cheap. It'll look like living to the scrapyard." So I said, "Have a look at your own house, mate." Said, "You got 6 foot of thorns there." So this week, his tenants that cut them all down, which I know her from school. She was in the same year as me at school. I feel a bit sorry for her, to be fair, because she's getting the brunt off the landlord. He's a complete arsehole. Well, we've got some F10 capitals here. 500 mil stand for when you're working at DPC level. Well, normally at DPC level, you're always 3 or 4 down anyway, already to start with. 500 mil stand isn't even worth bothering with, is it? But quick, you chuck it up that quick, you're almost out to there anyway, aren't you? So I wouldn't go lower. I wouldn't go lower than a 750 stand, unless you're getting double 500s up. Like I've seen on that Bricky Bits, you can get the adapters for the 500s, but then it's just more pieces that you got carrying it. So I don't like the sound of the 500s. Terry Dare in capitals. When you're working down low, 500 mil are more easier to work from. Well, I think I've made my point before. I read that out. If they are more easier to work from, you keep doing it, Terry. Skater guy, Summit will be the usual. Don't want you having nicer than them, which is what I think. And they think they've got more right. She's been there since birth, and she's how old? 60 odd, 70 odd. And he's had it in his family for 70 odd years, his wife. So the old people suck dick when it comes to doing home improvements. I'm telling you now. They look at you and they say, basically, "I want to suck your dick, and then I'm going to call you a dickhead." Isn't it? Is that what old people do? What do they do then? They don't like change and they suck dick incredible rate. And if you're old, I apologize, but I bet that's what you're thinking. That's probably offensive, isn't it? Don't get me banned. Danny Bradley, what's up, Changi boy? I don't know. Well, I'm going to say Danny Bradley, what's up, Danny Bradley boy? Neil Smart, the asset, but more people are using them because of him. Yes. Changi, seen you liked Sean's road trowel. It's nicer than yours. When I see that trowel again, I'm going to deface it. Lynch, 2-1 Chang, all straight work, touching 1,000 brick each day. Each a day. Yeah, that's real. That's good. What did I make it out at? How many bricks? Like, where's my calculator? Yeah, nearly 10,000 brick. Good going. Nice. Get me on one of them walls. I like that. My Hoddy is the bollocks, which is a game changer. Isn't it just please, just anybody out there, if you're watching and you want a job labouring and you're capable, it's not hard to keep 2 bricklayers going on sites now. The bricks are loaded there for you. The blocks are there for you. All you got to do is bump them out, keep the mortar going, keep things tidy and clean. If that is you, please get in touch with me through my Facebook or me Instagram, any of them. I need a man to work with us. I don't care about just if you got a CSCS card, or if you haven't got a CSCS card, boot your test now. If you want a job, we'll give you a job based on experience. You'll get the right money. And that's straight based on experience. That's the key. Lynch 73, send us some photos of that work. Send it me in Messenger or on my Instagram. I want to see some of that. Sam McCabe, he's wanting business. Thought Trail's gone there. Don't know what that's about. Bob the Bricky, is Duck in high vis tonight? Do you want to see? Can they see what she's wearing? She's a mismatch of leggings, red socks. Are they England socks? Yeah, they are. Go on, the boys. And she's got a pajama top on here. Let's have a look. Show us them socks, Duck. England. You don't like football, do you?
Yeah.
She's got a what's it, Luke? Tramp stamp tattoo on her hand because she's in the hood. Show us that, Duck. You like that one as well, don't you? Yeah. Who says I can't get a classy bird? But I love you. You just had a baby, so that made you have that tattoo on your hand, did it? Oh, I thought you meant that tattoo. Stay classy, Cincinnati. And go fuck yourself. Duck, I've got crap tats. I'm not going to take the piss. I'd only take the piss because mine are shit. Nathan Everall, what would you say is a reasonable wage to aim for a week on site? No less than £1,000 take home. I've got a couple of minutes left, guys and girls and guys. Kieran Cullen, love the videos, mate. Keep up the hard work. Thanks, Kieran. We certainly will. Charlie Schwan, like Sean the sheep. Yes, correct. Neil Smart, what's the day rate around your weight? Not even worth mentioning. It's 160, 20 quid an hour, 8-hour day. Yeah, 160. Bad, mate. Bad, not even worth. Oh, you can earn that with closing your eyes. Sean, oh, Danny Bradley with an E would get up on a Sean would get up on a cracked plate. Don't know what that means. Do you know what that means? Sean will get up on a cracked plate. No, I don't know that. Divadas Kajokas. Dovidas Kajokas. Duck, you read that. Sorry for what's it, but you read it. What's that say? Dovidas Kajokas. Kajokas? Right. Dovey. Do you do price per lift or meter square? We do price per lift. But I have worked it out on the I've worked the meterage out, and it does work pretty much. The prices are what they are, and I've worked out that all lintels and everything else are not extras; they're all thrown in with the price. But that's what you seem to be getting a lot of. If so, what's priced per brick? It's 50p a brick. Where we are, all prices are based on 50p a brick and 15 quid a meter on the block, which is on the low side, but they're easy builds and it's close to home. So take everything into account. How much do you squirrel away a month in spring, summer, autumn before winter stops? Play a percentage every month. You know what? No, there are much. How much do I spend every month? Like squirrel away. So whatever, just spend it on nothing. Now we're in lockdown, I don't. Before, we used to we'd go out eating. We'd eat out all the time and everything, wouldn't we? How much we were doing a week just through eating out? Never mind anything else. 60 odd quid a time, isn't it? Restaurants.
Yeah.
Oh, we'd spend a lot. I know that. A hell of a lot. Well, I said to her when we were saving for our house, I said, listen, if you want the house, we're gonna have to stop going out so much. We didn't stop that much though, did we? My missus likes to be wined and dined every week, don't you? At least once a week, wined and dined. And that's why she's still sat there, because I never say no. How many takeaways we had this week? One. Yeah, we at least have one takeaway a week, just because we can't go out. But yeah, wait till them restaurants are back open. She's already booked it. There you go. I'm down there every Saturday. Down you go. Get me steak. Get me a couple of cocktails. Make my lady drive home because she's got the baby. Cannot wait. Bob the Bricky, Green-Eyed Monsters. Danny Bradley, Changi, nothing under a 4-inch piece going up a door or window reveal. Yeah, I didn't put that. Basically, I'll tell you what happened. That plot that we were doing left a slither piece up the side, and it's like about 50 mil short. The building is from the footings, what the footings lads have built. So I just put the full block in all the way up the window, and I just put that piece up. There's mesh over the top. I was like, it ain't too bad, and I did actually point it up. So there was only three of them cuts to go in anyway, because there's low ceiling, low lintel height. It only works out 8 and 2. Danny Bradley, I'm in Ireland. I'd love to go over and work for you, Changi. No dosser here. Danny, leave your country, get across here, set up, come work with us. Yes, it's amazing having to bed up for hotties now. No effing ladders to climb up. All day walking around. It's just fucking mad, the state of the youth. I don't know what's happened. I mean, to get anyone do anything like labourers. I mean, everyone must have got wise and thought, why am I carrying bricks and mortar for him? I'm not doing this. I'll go and get an easier job. There isn't even many comments on it. Sorry, Sam. But I'll try and answer all the comments. Danny Bradley, my ex has my name tattooed in the same place. Brilliant. Have you got any exes that have had your name tattooed on them, Doc? No. What about after you left them? Because you're a heartbreaker, aren't you? I'm gonna have what? Your ex's name on my. I'm gonna have your name. Where? We'll see about that. She's turning lights off here. We'll see about this.
bring up the water.
Yes, I will bring up the water. Oh, yeah, Doc, here's one. The ass has put, being a good mother is harder than any graft, and that's the truth.
Yes, I agree.
My missus is a very good mother. That baby is tended to 24/7. Davi, bang on Changi, sub plus plus plus. Thank you very much. You said I pronounced that right, Doc. Yes, I am very bilingual. Danny Bradley, Changi, I'll load you for use and build a bit as well. If I have no work, comes this summer, and I'll take you up on it, no problem. Oh, Tim Lang. Do you want a banana? I don't particularly like bananas that much. Ashley Voles. I did order them shower gloves, and you know what they came? I ordered small. So when they came, I ordered 5 pairs, and they're all tiny. They fit my missus, so she can have them. Sam McKay. Labouring is not a career, is it? And schools push you into getting careers behind you. I'm not after someone who's left school. I'm after someone who's my age. There ain't nobody my age who wants to do it. But to be fair, there ain't many lads my age and under who want to do bricklaying. And half of them didn't pass the course anyway. I seen a lad the other day when I was on site the other day, Duck, cleaning windows. Come down his ladder. I was just laying and I looked and I seen him. It was a lad who I went to college with, bricklaying. So I know that half the lads who I went to college with bricklaying are not bricklayers. I know that for fact. Yeah, let me just get through these comments here and then I'm going. Tell you what I'll do, Doc. Shall I take this up with me? Then I can just read these. Or what? Have you made sure that fire's done? Right, let me just run through these quick and then I'm going, everybody, yeah? Bob the Bricky, Will's full of lazy bastards and want big butts to piss out and tell their pals they run the show, yeah. Rachel, labourers don't see the long run in time. The bricklayers will learn them. And once they're ahead loading out, they'll jump on the line and progress from there. I always say that to labourers. Once you're ahead enough, you can come back and start getting on the trowel, but they're not fucking interested. They probably think once they're ahead, that'll do. I remember labouring at 15, labouring to 4 brickies. I was running most of the day. I couldn't get one to run out of the way these days now. Tim Long's, what's your problem? You'll most likely be a size 8 like mine, tight, so I wear size 7. You won't ever go back to the site gloves. I usually wear a size 9. But yeah, once I reorder some. Adam Scanion, you're either built for this game. You're either built for this game or not. I have a young 19-year-old second-year apprentice. He's a grafter, never missed a day. Always ahead of loading out. Mock on the troll as well. Yeah, brilliant. Right. And by demand of the missus, it is bedtime. So I'll go and have a shower now, get in bed, and hopefully we'll have some a sweet ending to the night, shall we say. And if not, I'll start comfort eating. Have a good weekend. I'll come back on tomorrow night for people who can't get on tonight. And if I don't see you tomorrow night, have a good week. See you later.